Hey guys, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Extang Trifecta E-Series on the Ford Super Duty. Now this is a standard installation, so it's the same for most applications. This is what the cover looks like when you pull it out of the box. Now you'll notice we've got the buckles up on the top. That's the front of the cover. So this portion of the cover right here needs to go over top of the bulkhead just behind the cab. We're going to go ahead and set it up on there right now and center it side to side. Now we want to make sure the cover is pulled all the way up over top of the bulkhead. I'm going to use the lines on the bed cap to get it centered side to side. All right, now that I've got it centered side to side, I'm going to undo the buckles and fold it back to the tailgate. Now that we're at the tailgate, what we want to do is center it at the tailgate, and it's also a good idea to go ahead and close the tailgate and make sure we got good engagement with the tailgate seal. All right, looks like I want to push this forward just a little bit. Right now we're going to go ahead and get it centered side to side. We also want to double check up at the front, make sure it's still centered at the front because we did move it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and fold the cover gently towards the front and make sure we don't shift it out of orientation because we've got it already kind of set in place, and then we can go ahead and lock in the clamps at the front. Okay, now underneath here you're going to see a couple of things. We've got the clamp, we've got our safety tether. So what we're going to do first is attach our clamp. We're going to slide our clamp over to our bed cap. Now you'll notice we've got this part of the clamp here we call the jaw, and it'll have kind of like a J shape underneath here. What we want to do is make sure that hooks underneath your bed cap. So we want to bring that up, hook it underneath the bed cap, and then tighten this until it makes contact up top and gets just contacted, not tightened yet. Once we get it to where it's contacted at the bottom of the bed cap, what we're going to do is, now that it's contacted, we're going to turn this 2 more complete turns. So that's a half turn, 1, half turn, 2. It's not necessary to over tighten this, just get it nice and snug. Next, what we're going to do is take our safety tether and slide it over. Now that safety tether is basically a clamp in itself. We're going to loosen it up so that this can slide back and forth. And what we're going to do is slide that up to the bed cap as well, and bring that over to our clamp and tighten down. Now the clamp portion, if the bed cap, the plastic bed cap, is extending down much past the metal flange, you'll need to trim that out so that your clamp is actually grabbing hold of the metal flange. Make sure that the clamp and also your tether strap are actually clamping onto that metal flange, not just the plastic. Go ahead and repeat that same process for the opposite side. Okay, now that we have the clamp set on both sides and also the tethers, we're going to go ahead and fold the cover back towards the tailgate. Okay, next what we're going to do is reach inside and pull the clamp out of the bow. It just swings right down, pull it over to the bed cap, and it's spring loaded. So pull down and hook onto the bed cap. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.